You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. That's some serious atrophy, even for someone who's been in bed a while. It's a wonder you can move at all. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Enemy. Light. Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay, how about this one? Last one. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too, and the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with... Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech, and... way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look... Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, they're slavers. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR, the Legion's got its strength back, and we've been hearing the dam, the machine.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all... Meet me... Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. Everything all right? Until next... That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon... Tell you what. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? Bunch of... Let's see if we can get a... Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. See? You're getting... There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. That takes care of that. Holy moly. I came up here to draw water, but... Now that was some good work. Here's a little... One more... Thought I might teach you about living off... Alright. Let me... Bring those on...
Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner.
Let me see what you got. All right, now. Go on. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke. Hi there, sticking around. Sure can. NCR patrol. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. I also... Stick to the roads. Not in Good Springs, no. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete, if you want to take a shot at it. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine, you'll need those to pick. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway.
Howdy.
done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to... Looks like our little town got itself dragged. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survived. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie. He's hold... You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the power. Chain gangs, really. The NCR... Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you... Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call them. Now, they were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, that whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive. I didn't hear exactly, but the fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15. He'd have to go east. Sure, there'd be caps in it. I know that thing as much as anyone. Other than rolling around once in a while, I don't know why it took an interest in you, but It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust... It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but... There's always something... Got a special discount. Thanks. Feeling thirsty? Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some... Now, how about spending...
For the Happy Trails Caravan Company. If you're hearing this, I have a job offer for you. Happy Trails is organizing an expedition north into Utah off the Long 15, and we need people.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once.
Has your life taken a turn?
What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up. It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the instant. None of your damn business. Rob some people, burn some. Same old. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the... I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing. New Cal...
Go ahead, try me.
What the... There we go.
Come on!
What do you want? Right. Same.
Hello? Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge. Go up the path, past the broken radio. You will?
Damn, running low on smokes again.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either... What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And you should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Evening. I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic. I'm from the Hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my 2nd tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are. So
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion. We were sent out here to hold back. As you can probably tell, the mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. The convicts are... I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some... Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they got organized faster than I would have thought. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support.
restaurant, the Gourmand is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prim. Prim, the other New Vegas.
You like that? Watch out!
What was that?
Nothing here after all. What was that? What was that? Who's there? You like that? This is hope. Bliss. Had enough?
Come on!
You like that? Come on! You like that?
Come on!
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free. I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest the lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my... Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you find my kidnappers with my help, without it. You lead the way.
Howdy.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster. Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with... That beat up both. A courier dropped it off a couple of months back. I got it working. I haven't been able to get it up and running again. Hell if I know. Are you welcome to try? If I had my way, I'd dump it in. I guess. What? Sure do. Well, I don't got any worker. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around, asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. No, let Courier 6 carry the package, that's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. No idea. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, he said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have... A big...
Well, that was quite an adventure. Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course. Problem is, there's still no law in Prim. What do we do? Ah, yes. My memory... I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some Great Con... They were talking about some delivery they took from... They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to...
Hey, youngster.
Hello again. I don't suppose you've decided... It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. Well, a deputy isn't much good without a sheriff. So I figured I'd...
Hello there. I'm Ruby now. My husband and I are... Does sound good, don't it? Guess you'll be needing to...
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and... Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky. Where have you been? Vicky and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can... Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any boss you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was... Now true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime, having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway. It was only perhaps it was fate itself that accident, or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. You can put your eyes on the genuine death card.
Howdy. I hear you're going to help find Prim a new Sheriff. Mighty kind of you to take an interest.
Hey, youngster. Still hang... Well, I guess I never thought of that. Goodbye.
Hey there.
I hear you aim to bring rule of law back to our town. God knows we need the help.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and... Just mosey on over to the display case and you'll see it plain as day. Quite... Well, look at that. I happened across this data file locked away in an isolated subsystem. Happy...
Howdy. Hey there.
Hello. What is it?
Yeah? Yeah? We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our... What we need more than anything, if we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of... If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
Hey.
You better get out of here. You like that?
won't go quietly. The Legion coming from the north? Nothing.
Hey there.
Hey there, need anything? Sure.
Howdy.
We won't go quietly. The Legion. Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Soldiers, no. Recruits, yes. So sending more troops, yes. To reinforce the outpost, no. Troops had... or they're on leave, on their way to NewVegas to piss away their pay. All... frustrated? Anyway. Help. Now look, I appreciate... I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Got business here?
Any luck up by the track? Come back. Caravans. Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on track. If you're looking for the commanding officer. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out... Help? Oh, well... Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck... It ain't so bad. If Caesar's Legion... And...
Howdy.
Hello. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town, I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Better than nothing. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for... Not much to... Full up... Kimball's Kimball. Not sure which end is his ass or his head. Look.
New face in the outpost. Must have come from the north. Work around here? Might check with Jackson in the main building. Don't tell her I said that, though. Might take a bullet some night when I'm Not...
Looking for trouble? Well, keep those eyes up and got no time for gawkers or anyone looking... Deep. Ain't deep by half. Closed down the bar yesterday, gonna close it again today. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash, and they didn't even take the cargo. My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line. No caravans in, out, and just... No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell... Yeah. He's been with NCR so long, all he can see is the worst out... Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan... So if you came here for work, my advice? Go find the Crimson Caravan brand. What's... You're looking at it. Don't even tell me you missed it coming in. It's like if the Republic put his statue... I'm speaking figurative, and after the blood dries in the sun, he'll melt that piece of jet-induced sculpture down, which by my reckoning is making up for a deficiency of his. But no matter what the state of his pecker, he sure... One's a ranger, one's an NCR trooper, supposed to represent unification of West and East. As far as those two... Whiskey and me are old. Got me into the care. If I hadn't switched over, I'd end my trip with nothing but glass bottles rattling on... What? If you're looking to sign on with the caravan? Caravan... Jackson might have something for you. Yeah, her name's Ghost or something. And...
Howdy.